Some of y'all gonna keep spinning in circles until you do what God calls you to do. Some of y'all looking at your gift as obsolete, looking at your gift as less than, looking at the mantle that God has placed upon your life as not enough because you think it's small, because you don't think it looks like what somebody else's gift look like. You don't think it'll hit as hard as what somebody else is doing. And you wonder why you keep spinning in circles, because you're looking at what God is calling you to do through your natural eyes and not the spiritual eyes. You're listening to what everybody else has to say instead of having spiritual ears to hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying to you, the church. Some of you gonna keep spinning in circles until you do what God has called you to do. And what's really wild is there are many that now walk in a spirit of pride and arrogance, knowing that they done stole somebody else's information. They done stole somebody else's vision. You trying to work another man's vision, and you got the nerve to be prideful, and that's not what God called you to do. And you wonder why you keep spinning your circles. You wonder why you keep doing the same thing. The book of Galatians chapter 6, verse 3 says, "For if anyone thinks himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceives himself." Verse 4, "But let each one examine his own work," not your other person's work, okay? Not them people you stealing from. Let me turn and say it this way. Maybe you feel better. "But let each one examine his own work, and then he will have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. For each one shall bear his own load." You got to carry your own cross. The Father is waiting on you to finally be who He called you to be and not be inauthentic. Can we please not be plastic, made by Mattel, fake, phony, lies, fairy tales, and fallacies? Can we please not be these things? Please. Can we please walk in the authenticity that Christ has called us to? Yeah, you may be a little strange. I'm a little strange. It is what it is, you know? You may be a little different. You know, you may not fit in with the crowd. You may be the anomaly in the group that you're in. But can you be the anomaly well? Hello, somebody? Can you work that thing the way you're supposed to work it and not the way somebody else is doing it? I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. Some of y'all gonna keep going in circles until you do what the Father has called you to do. I'm just saying. I'm about to go eat my leftover fish. Happy Monday.